when you get another crack?
Yeah, I think what we've been able to build this year is belief in each other and our game style and like our program, and we now know that it stacks up in finals. And obviously, we didn't get the job done today, but there's parts within that we would have liked to have done better. And then certainly in the off season, we'll improve in that area. But generally speaking, the players we have, our game style, the program and where we invest our time, we really believe we're on the right path, and we really believe in what we're doing. And I think, not having a premiership cup to show for it obviously hurts, but I think belief is something that you can't hand to someone. You've got to go and earn it yourself, and I think that's something that's become quite powerful amongst our group, and they've earned that. And I guess the exciting part about a quick turnaround is we haven't got long to wait to get another opportunity.
What changes did you make at half-time to kind of win back that territory game, which we were really struggling with in the first half?
Yeah, it was just really trying to keep our forwards ahead of the ball so we have even numbers. Their defenders are very good at anticipating and reading the cues of where the next ball is going to go. And so as forwards, you can't afford to lead too long. You've got to be able to reset and keep their defenders engaged. And their wings and mids are very quick to get back. So it was really making sure when we win the contest or clearance, make sure we're getting speed to get in. Our forwards are giving a contest, and we're a bit slow to start the third quarter, but then started to get some momentum towards the end. And then, I think Casey Sheriff was going to start forward for us, but that didn't last too long. She's fractured her wrist, unfortunately, so she's doing okay, and she's in good hands. But we didn't quite get to use her speed up forward, which would have been nice. And then as the game went on in the second half, Daisy's ability just to go behind the ball and not really to try and save the game, but try and change the momentum of the game. And you could see her ball movement and creativity, and she did really well. And I think that challenged Adelaide, but we just didn't hit the scoreboard when we needed to, just to test them and see what would have happened. They were too good and kept a buffer on us for the whole game.
How did you see Gov Collins' game?
Yeah, I think she did well. She's had a great season. She's a great competitor. She doesn't give an inch. I think we were a little bit jumpy early, down back, a little bit fumbly, but she settled in nicely. And you always know you're going to get a contest from Gabby, and she's done a great job to progress to be such a strong key defender in her last couple of years coming out of Darebin. So proud of her.
Are those wing roles something that you want to continue to build on? Because obviously you've used McNamara, Paxi, those sorts of players on those wings a lot this year. Are those kind of the area? Is that the area of the ground you want to build on more going into next season?
Yeah, I think now you get time to reflect and really work out. What are the strengths of our players? What are the roles? What little changes do we need to make? And you've got a benchmark from Adelaide. Okay, if this if this is what we need to get to, and this is where we need to improve, what positions do we need to put our players in? How do we need to upskill them or better play to their strengths? I mean, Casey Sheriff she's another great wing, but Eliza and Paxi have been doing such a great job. We've been able to use or deploy her behind the ball at times. So I think we'll review the whole list and make sure and chat with the players and we'll get their feedback and thoughts and make sure we're getting people in the right spot and use the off season to plan and prepare.
You mentioned Daisy, and I know so much about this week has been about her, but you two have been a pretty formidable outfit since the very beginning of this competition, and even when she wasn't playing, she was right there at training and almost coaching in a sense. But is there a moment from you to give her a bit of a nudge and say maybe one more?
Oh yeah, I'd like everyone to encourage her to keep going. Such a talented footballer. Like, we know she's an amazing person, but she's still influencing games of footy, just like she was 6 seasons ago. So I think we should be encouraging her to keep playing. We don't want to lose any talent to women's footy, and she's such an important part of our club and our team, and I think she's earned the right just to have a little bit of a breather now and enjoy the time with family. And I'd like to think she'll go again. She's a really important player for us, and she's still influencing games, like Captain of the Year, All Australian. We'll be right up there in our best and fairest, so very much an important part of our team. And if the family and Daisy can manage another season, I'd like to think we all get behind her and support her in that, because she's still influencing games of footy and she's still loving what she's doing. So I think it's important when you're in that phase, you make the most of it, because we're a long time out of the game.
What about this for you? We saw you had the little fella in the rooms before. I suppose that brings a bit of perspective to the rooms, doesn't it? How do you sort of process this personally? Are you able to switch off, or are you going to go away and analyse this within an inch of its life?
Yeah, Fitzy, who's nearly 4, he's been singing the team song the last couple of weeks, so he's heavily invested. He was asking me why the Crows won and why the Demons lost. My quick explanation was the Crows were too speedy, so that's his understanding. And then he quickly asked why were they too speedy, so I wasn't quite ready to answer that. But the second thing I told him, we now get to go on holidays, so that was quickly met with a high five and a hug, and he's looking forward to holidays now because it is a big commitment for all our players and staff, and so it is nice to be able to invest that time into family because they allow you to follow your passion and do what we do. So no, it does ground you pretty quickly, but it's nice to share it all together too. Like COVID's made things challenging for footy clubs and our environment that we normally love connecting and spending time with each other. Like we're not allowed families in the rooms, or you can't really interact after games and don't really have any functions. So I'd like to think all that's going to change moving forward, and that's some of the best parts of footy, whether you're playing at community level or you're playing at the highest level. It's about connecting with people. So looking forward to having those moments over the next couple of days.
You've brought up your 50th game today. Have you had a chance to reflect on your journey throughout it, not just the club's journey?
I think probably the 50 games, just reflecting on the 6 years and what we've been able to build in terms of our program and the type of players we retain and recruit, and the staff, the type of staff we invest in and bring into our program. So it's probably just proud and happy that we've been able to create an environment where our players love being involved and they are heavily invested in trying to be the best versions of themselves on and off the ground. That's probably all I've reflected on. I feel really proud of what we've created as a club and the program that we offer our players. And it would have been nice to get the win today and give the players and the staff that reward for effort. But we're not going anywhere anytime soon. So well done to Adelaide. We'll reflect and enjoy each other's company over the next couple of days, and then we'll roll the sleeves up and be ready for next season. We're ready to make the next step.
You've got a holiday to have first, of course, but I know the workload probably doesn't excite you, but it sounds like the prospect of an August season does. As you said, like it's normally such a long time before you get all these girls back again. Yeah,
I think that'll benefit a lot of teams that are in good form and have got strong playing lists. The program's in good shape, so I'd like to think we're in that category. And the earlier start of the season we see as an advantage. Players are fit and healthy, and it'll just be getting the balance right of time off and not getting them engaged too soon. Because potentially like November, December, might be that mental and physical fatigue if they've been going 12 months of the year. But no, I definitely see it as an advantage, and I think it'll be quite tough for some of the new teams coming in, getting their lists organised and getting ready to compete with some of the powerhouses of the comp like Brisbane and Adelaide that have been doing it for several years now. So we see the momentum as a big advantage heading into next season, and then I think long term it'd be nice to have that balance, and the industry can have December, January off, and then the players can have a genuine off season they can plan their lives and work around.